Hello,
Welcome, everyone.
Oh, God. I told you
nailed it.
I told you we were gonna fix.
I know you
figure it
okay,
out.
You know what? You go.
Okay.
You go, big dog.
All
You go,
right,
big dog.
all right. Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, we're back. After a long hiatus of both of us not having any time whatsoever.
Yes, both of us having. I mean, one of us was very, very busy. Doing what? Beat sabering. You know.
Beat. I got the high score. You know,
You did.
Well,
you know what? There you go.
Listen. Shrek 2. You better watch out.
Shrek 2. Oh, you didn't tell me that.
So
well, you know what?
If there is.
Some people say you normalize greatness, and I
do.
I think we found out.
I really do.
There we go.
Yeah, and today we are with a game of. This was MSL, right? MSL playoffs.
Maybe we should introduce both ourselves, and also what this is. About 2 minutes in.
Okay. Yeah, this is our film review, film sesh. I can't remember what our name. It's been so long, I can't even remember what the name is.
Changes every time, honestly.
It really does. But yeah, we're gonna break down one game in a very succinct, very, very short form video.
Yeah, we're all about short form. We I'm NuketheWales, by the way. If you don't know me, you should. I was the first ever MSL split champion.
Yep.
So yep.
And I am the 2-time defending split champion. So
really,
you know what?
2 in a row.
Yeah, 2 in a row.
Oh, damn.
I know.
Okay.
I know. You've been away for a minute.
I have been away.
Yeah, yeah. See, don't enter again. You know, that's what's led to my dominance is you being away.
Yeah. Thank God. Yeah, I would. That was a mistake. That was a huge mistake.
Yeah, and look what you've done. You've damned the entire community.
Yeah, I apologize to everyone.
One dum dum.
One dum indeed. One dum who's great at Beat Saber.
I'm very good at Beat Saber. So we are with this is MSL Challengers Playoffs. I believe this is the first round between Shleemy, the Daisy here, and Milo Zaki, the Yoshi.
And so, as you see, the Daisy is P2, and going to have the home field advantage, which means that they are going to be on the left side, scoring on the right.
And we are also playing at Palace, so that means lobs are really hard here, and tech in general. So a lot of people do rely on slides if you're a tech bro here.
Yeah, techs. I mean, even like corners and labs aren't going in as often, so you're gonna generally see lower scoring games here, and you're gonna have to be very, very judicious with when you choose to score and how you choose to score.
And yes, and Nuke's word of the day calendar has just been checked off, and we're gonna break this down. You know, pause every once in a while, only a few times.
Only a few times. No rewinding. No
rewinding at all. And we're gonna talk about just different interactions that we know what the fuck we're talking about, and I just hope that this actually helps.
Yeah, I mean, always let us know in the sound off in the comments if you disagree. Yeah, we're popping up the engagement. You're wrong if you disagree because you hear the credentials. I was the first ever split champion, and this is the 2-time reigning champion. Not the first one, but that's okay. Not everyone can be the first one.
Yeah, it can't be like that. Currently sitting in grand finals of the 3rd. So look, the list goes on and on. At the end of the day, we know what we're talking about, right?
And you know what else goes on and on? Our intros. How many is this? 5, 6
we're
minutes?
We're at 4 minutes and 15 seconds.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go.
All right, and we're going to start here. It got, when I was recording this, the screen went black for the first minute, so I just had to start it here. So, Shleemy usually starts with the opening of just like, always pass it up here. Usually it starts with a lab here, and he shoots it up, trying to get that rebound off Daisy. He actually goes a grounded pass first. And is this?
Are you on like 5x speed, or am I just slow?
No, I was none on. I don't even know how I got on that speed.
That was crazy. Yeah, I mean, I think that like start is really safe.
Hold on.
It's not generally what I do.
We're gonna cut this. Actually,
we're gonna cut this. Cut.
Yeah, we cut it. We're all good. See?
Yeah.
Look at that normal speed.
Finally. Yeah. So I don't. Okay.
We're gonna run this back really.
We're gonna run this back. Okay. Yeah. So like that's a safe kickoff here. This is like a super aggressive. Like that should be able to be punished, right?
Yeah.
Be sag, right? Yeah.
So what we see here though? Oh, we're gonna go back screen. We see Milo Zaki pull the middle toad towards the top, and that means they're gonna double team that this toad with the ball, and Daisy's gonna run free, right? And Shlemi immediately notices. Thankfully, the AI figures it out, right? They figure out the perfect box that they like to keep, and but still has a lane, right? So this was all generated just from Milo Zaki. Not I think you should hit A and just become that top toad, right?
Yeah, honestly, when I'm playing with new people, literally one of the biggest things is just reaction time. Switching players fast, because the AI is stupid. So you want to be controlling your players because you're smarter than the AI sometimes. Switching players, just hitting A when they hit A, you know?
Yeah, and so, oh god, what is that?
Oh, hello.
But yeah, and so he tries to steal the pass here. He tries to steal the pass up here. I'm not pushing back, but he's already given Shlemi too much of room. So I think it's either you hit that, or you just wait for the ball to get there. Because all Shlemi can do is just shoot. But now that you've tried to attempt to steal the pass, you're giving him that room to now get this type of shot. But
yeah. I mean, as much as I said reaction time, right? You don't want to be reacting with committal moves, like a slide, because that gives Simi so much space, right? If you just sit there, yeah, as you said, he can't get anything good off this, but right there, he got a shot that honestly could have stunned. Gives him a good rebound shot here. Although looks like it's close enough to Critter that you should be able to get it back to him. But.
And he's missed this second hit here. So if it did stun, I think this is a goal.
Yeah.
Here, let's see the end of it. Yeah. If it stuns, that's at least an item and a shot for Shlemi, if not a goal and an item.
So yeah, good start for Shlemi, but he does have the Daisy down here, and he's got the what the fuck is that other toad doing? At the top
I'm
of the
telling
screen
you,
here.
They got to keep that perfect square. So when that AI is when the Daisy's up here, that toad is pushing up. I think that's what's going on. Now, what's really important here is that Milo now has a 4-2 numbers advantage. And so he should be able to get at minimum a good shot off, right?
Yes. Good shot, item. I mean, and here's the thing is when you have this advantage, at least personally, I think you want to play fast, right? Obviously take advantage of the advantage, but you don't necessarily need to play too fast, right? You have time to make the right decision. You know, you don't have time to mess around in the backfield, right? Dribble around in circles, but take your time, set up, look where your toads are. You know, don't just sprint, don't just WM1 or whatever, you know?
Right. And so you want to push the advantage, right? You want to push you come down with this or even pass up to here, right? You want to push that advantage. But I think an underrated trait or skill is pushing in a smart way. So let's see what Milo does with that. He actually passes up to that Yoshi. I guess that's I would say, bad. That's a bad pass, but I don't think it's intentional, if that makes sense.
I think he was going for the toad, probably.
And the directional stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, I'll say off-screen passes are big no-nos, unless you're 100% sure they're wide open. But he can recover from this, right? You can pass back to the toad, get something going. Maybe you've also got that other toad breaking on the left, although don't really know how you would get the ball to him in a good way.
And honestly, if you don't think you can, just hit Y and hit this toad, right? You've got the numbers advantage. If he throws an item, you still have a 2v1. He hits an item that hits Yoshi, you got the 2v1 because that toad's on the ground too.
Yeah, well, let's see what happens here. Let's get to it. Okay, good. Yeah, a little pass back to the Toad here, getting a little passing going, and I think that's what we talked about. Like, that wasn't that great of a shot. There was nowhere to really follow up on.
Yeah, and so he's got all this room, right? What do you think if he just pushed up a little bit to get more room from that, and then just charged up a shot, trying to get maybe either a stun or an item off, especially with 2 on each side trying to get that rebound.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that like I think I bring up a lot, and I think it's been, I mean, not recent, but recent-ish in the last year. You don't need to take a corner, especially when the game is 0-0 with 0 items.
Mm-hmm.
Just take that fully charged shot. If Sleemy misplays this and tries to pressure a Toad, you have a 2v1 rebounder advantage. Right now, you have 2 rebounders, and your Toad is wide open.
Here,
so if Sleemy misplays this, yeah.
Let's see what happens a second earlier. So yeah, Sleemy is pushing up. You can hold this and then either pass here or just shoot it to this left side, because this Toad, you see the shadow, is breaking. And what you're saying is completely right.
But instead, I think Sleemy ends up again, or Milo. Here, he's got a Milo. Oh shit, there's multiple Milos now.
Yeah. Do we say the full name or? You know what? They'll understand. They'll understand.
Yeah.
There's Toads on the field, so we know which one. If it was Milo Grams, it'd be Birdos. But yeah, I also think that Sleemy does a really good job of collapsing his defense on the middle of the field, because honestly, if he goes backwards, your defense is fine, but if he goes forwards, look, he's in that passing lane, right?
I mean, there's the box there. Yeah, and I think it looks like Milozaki is maybe going for a corner, and then Sleemy collapses him into the middle, and he kind of starts to freak out and doesn't know what to do right now.
Yeah, and like, think of it, especially coming back to this shot right here. Think of it as like, even if you don't get the rebound, think of it as like an investment, dude. Like you get an item, and you can use that item the next possession, or then even the possession after that, to get the item, to get the shot that you really want.
Yeah, I think the crazy part is, if you watch top players play right now versus 2 or 3 years ago, you would actually think that like they're shitters right now, because I see so many just random ass charge shots, and it's all because like it's the game. Oh shit, I'm gonna sneeze now. We might need to cut this out.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Bless.
Thank you. It's all back into it. What I was saying is, like, it's all the game within the game. I think we talked about this earlier, but like, it's all about thinking about the next possession, right? Yep. Thinking about, okay, if I take the shot now, well, I can get an item and then use that later to get a better shot, you know?
Right. And like, I guess to keep going off of that is like thinking about not just this one possession, but the entire game.
Yeah.
And people who, like, honestly, I had a problem with this too. I know Banana Steels had a problem with this. Nullbear had a problem with this. All really good players. Where it's like they always want the best. They always want the best shot every possession, not thinking about the entire game.
Yeah, and if you try to do that, right, you run to the corner, all of a sudden, oh shit, the lady's blocking me. Now I don't get a shot off. Now I don't get an item.
Yeah,
now
that's how you get looped.
You're at risk of getting looped. Yep. So,
and that comes back to your point. It's like most top players are shooting a lot of these shitter shots to not just to like they're not trying to score. They're trying to not get looped, because everybody can loop at any level.
Yeah, it is crazy how talented everyone is at this point, right? So it's like you really cannot give 2 items. But yeah, let's see how this plays out now. I think we saw he goes for the pass there, a little weak shot. I mean, it's good recovery in the sense that like I don't think it's a great pass, but once he recognized he had to shoot it, right? You have to get a shot off. Yeah, and you should end every possession with a shot.
Yes.
So yeah,
and Sleemy hits. He gets an item out of this. Like this is honestly, after I guess like a slight mistake or misstep, he comes out with a good that's a good possession, and a shot and an item just to play a little 3v4 for a minute.
To be clear, we are micro-analyzing everything with the ability to stop and pause and look. and also like billions of years of experience combined. This is like very, very tiny optimizations, right? Like I think you're saying like this was still a good possession, right? We're looking at how could this have been a better one, right?
Yeah, and how can you threaten more, right? Because at the end of the day, Milo wasn't really threatening much when it comes to scoring. He just got hit, and Shlemi hit a little late, trying to time that hit well enough to where he gets does not give up the item, and he gets the 3v4 that Shlemi is looking for. And
well, yeah. Let's see what this 3v4 looks like, or not. Oh, okay, there we go. Ooh.
And so
I'm not a fan of those passes in the back.
Not at all. We come back to what you were talking about. You might have that advantage, but if you push too fast, you're gonna cause a turnover.
Yep.
And
there
that's
it is.
What happens.
You just lost it. Yep.
And he's lost not only his advantage, he's lost the whole ball. And I don't know how he's gonna. Ooh.
I see what Milo was trying to do. I think you gotta, again, sometimes if you are in trouble, just hit B. Just hit B.
Yeah, especially
right there.
Yeah. I mean, pass it back and like let your people get down there, and then push.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be better to reset, right? But right. You do not want to get hit, especially you don't want to get hit running backwards. That is very bad, because all of a sudden you'll see Shlemi has momentum to run onto the ball, and he should be setting up for like a really good shot. Yeah,
and now Milo has the ball, but he's kind of locked up too, because like look at his passing options. He's got a Yoshi still on the ground. He's gonna get this ball here he's gonna get this ball, and he's gonna have this Toad here, but I don't know if he's gonna have enough time to pick up the ball and then pass it over until this Toad hits, right? So
see, this is what I was talking about. I'm saying here you gotta hit B.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. This one, I think you got to hit, because if you're running backwards, all of a sudden now you turn the ball over. Shlemi's got momentum with the Toad running onto it. You're probably gonna be forced to item here, or just play around it, depending on. You probably don't need an item.
And if you're running backwards and you're like pushing the ball backwards and you get hit from behind, this is going to happen every single time. That like where the ball just rolls, and there's almost nothing you can do about it.
Let's see how he plays here. He looks like he doesn't need to use the item. He should be able to just wait until someone gets on the ball and hits. I
personally would.
You can.
I would personally use the item. I would personally use the item. Because you have that half shot in the back.
That's true. And again, I think something that's really underrated is down. You would down. I mean, it wouldn't be a full stun, but you would at least down the player in your backfield, which would create a fast break for yourself.
Yeah. And you see Milo pulls back, I guess setting up to play defense. Do you agree with that?
No, I would be happy to give up an item and hit here.
I would too.
Like just stun into the fence. That's such a huge advantage. Mm-hmm. You've also got that Yoshi, who's probably pushed way up.
Yeah, you can just clear it right back to him. I didn't even think about that.
But that's with the benefit of hindsight. I don't think I probably would have been thinking about that right now. I would have been too focused on the defensive possession. But
yeah, like you said, like we're looking at this with the benefit of hindsight. Doing this in game, like thinking about all this in game, is really hard to do, especially like when you're just being introduced to it.
Yeah. So let's see what happens. He goes. Someone goes for the light shot here. He probably could have noticed that he had that Milo Zaki backed off of him, and he didn't need to go for it. Because I understand, like, you're going for that short shot when he does push up. Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
he does push up and plays really good spacing. It's like that is like the max Toad range. I love that by Milo. I don't think he should have pushed back at all, but still great spacing.
That was wonderful spacing.
I don't like this. I don't like the slide at all.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of slide if they're not passing, right?
Yeah, if you know they're not passing, because you know this shot's coming out, right?
Yeah.
And so...
And you see now the slide made him overplay the ball. Slide momentum can be weird, and now Shlemi's winning out on the slide war.
Yeah, and he's just gonna try and cram it up that cram hole. And
cram it up the cram hole.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean...
It comes out with 2 items.
Yep, exactly. That's what I was about to say. You know, like, that's probably not going in. I've seen it go in sometimes, but... what happens is the ball's going to rebound right back to you, and you're going to keep shooting it until you get 2 items.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Shlemi did. And so, Milo, just from like 1 or 2 misplays, is now down items, right? Now he does have that half shot. Does he actually use it? That's great defense.
That is great defense, and I think...
Okay. So in this situation here, we have actually gone over this many times, where this game can snowball out of your control so quickly that like compounding mistakes may be the worst thing you can do in this game.
Yes. Compounding mistakes is probably one of the most said things we've said.
Yeah. So first mistake, we have Milo, still in like defense panic mode, right? Trying to like stop Shleemy farming all the items here, and has started to push the ball as quickly as possible. It gets him hit twice, and so he realizes he's messed up, and he is going to try and salvage it by throwing these items. But Shleemy's going to be there faster and with a bigger shell, which means Shleemy's going to have the ball, have an item left to Milo's none, on top of the fact that he now has a man advantage.
Yeah, it's something I've been noticing about a lot of people's games in the top level is the fact that it's like they will sometimes just be like, "Fuck it, I gotta give up the corner right now."
Yeah,
like, you know, or I gotta give up the shot.
Uh-huh.
I can't bother throwing my item for it to be easily outplayed. And now all of a sudden, they've taken a corner and I'm down and I have no items, right?
Yeah.
Like, sometimes you gotta live to fight another day.
Yeah, and having that item in the back pocket is always helpful. And let's see how Shleemy punishes it.
Again, an off-screen pass, but he had such an advantage it didn't matter.
And he still does. Here, let's just see what he does. Oh, he's gonna go for that.
I mean, he's got rebounders on the area. That was. I mean, I think you could probably go for a stun here. You could go for a couple of different things, but it's not the worst per se.
I don't think it's fine. Let's see if he gets to it first. Oh, Milo goes for the slide instead of just trying to hit. Because look, hold on.
He's got 2 items. It's tough to recognize, but you got to know when they've got 2 items, you've got free hits. Use them.
Use them. Especially when you're down. When you're down like people, you need to even that up at any way that you can. Make it the most dirty strikers in the world. Who cares?
Yeah, right? and I mean, here's another beautiful thing. Even if let's say Shleemy didn't get an item from that, he only has 1 item. Once you hit him, now you have given yourself. Now all the rest of your hits are free. So.
Yeah. So you might as well use them. And Milo's not using them here. Realizing, still trying to play cleanly. I like that Shleemy uses the shroom to try and farm another item, but does not get it. Yeah, and it looks like, Milo is just in panic mode right now. You know, it's like, I get it. Like, I'm someone who gets the ball to critter, and I'm mashing it. Without thinking. And look, he also recognized it. Like, he's got some sort of space right here. And this toad is going to be down for a while. So, one of these toads is going to be open. So I do like the recognition. But once again, like you were just talking about, he's just, like, trying to push the ball up as fast as possible. Yeah, you've got time. That toad's gonna be down. Force Shleemy right now. The toads are close together, so Shleemy can conceivably play both of them with one toad. But like, force them, let them get downfield, let them get further apart. So Shleemy has to make a decision, right? That P2 toad has to space out a little further, and then you've got the options, right? And then right now you're forced to pass this ball. And I mean, I think you could probably go back right here. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is look, you can pass it back and make these two choose who to guard, because you have 3 people. One of them's gonna be open, right? This toad's always gonna guard that Yoshi, right? These 2 right here, who are they gonna guard? I don't know, but you better make them force them to commit.
Yeah. Yes. You do not need to always be going forwards, right, on this fast break. It's okay to go a little lateral, to go this. And again, going to the center is also very, very good, right? Because the sideline is a defender. Yes. So if you go to the center, you are forcing way more commits. So starting from the center, and I like to start from the center of my fast breaks, and then you spread out.
Yeah. Perfect. It still gets an item though, and I kind of like that. Usage. I like that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You're gonna set up there. Ooh, nice pass there. What do you think about this shot here?
I mean, I think you should come down here, and then if you're gonna full charge it, right, you need to come down here and get that stun. Here you're going for that sweetie setup, right? You know, you're going for that outside shot. It's gonna bounce off here, and someone should be here, but where is the rebounder?
Yeah, this is a perfect setup for a rebounder if that Daisy was on your team.
Yeah.
That ball is going to drop for a one-touch rebound every single time. Especially, you don't even need a full charge it. You can very lightly charge it, and it'll just beautifully drop. But yes, I'm just saying, if you go all the way down to that left corner, full charge it, it's going to stun the critter. You're going to get item. The bounce is going to be very favorable because stun bounces are very good.
Yeah.
So yeah, you definitely, it's such a slight thing to know where on the field what happens when you do a charge shot.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And there is no rebounder.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I feel like he had to, right?
He did have to, and I think it's a little unlucky because that was like I don't know if it's RNG that the bomb height of the toss.
I think it is. I'm not sure. So, what is this? Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to...
Yeah, I think we've said this a million times, right? When you are facing a fast break, when you're on defense, I haul ass backwards. I'm hitting A, and I'm switching to my player backwards, and I'm running back. You do not need to slide and create a turnover right here. You have time to play defense.
Like, I don't hate this one, right? I hate it a little bit, but I don't hate it completely. I hate... Oh my god. I hate that, right? Why is it so disgusting? Okay, there we go.
I think, honestly, I'm a fan of waiting on the item usage.
Yeah.
Just it lets your defense set up a little bit more. It lets you force Slimmy to choose an option, right?
Yeah.
You know, he's going to be thinking about the entire time, well, what do I do? How do I outplay the item? You force him to commit to a slide, and right before that's when I do it. And I think we're talking a lot about commit, right? Force your opponent to choose something, and then you take it away.
And I really like this too, is that he really... Look, Milo, while this ball is in the air, he's scanning his next pass, right? And he's got nothing. So he's just like, I'm just going to clear this, right?
Yes. Hit B when in doubt, hit B on the offensive side or the defensive side.
Yeah. And, yeah, Shlemi gets the ball, but not in a very, not overtly a fast break. Now, I think Shlemi's going to try and throw this, right? Hold on, let's just...
this would be a really good item right here, but you have to be careful about...
hit.
Yeah, that's a really good recognition. Knowing you're going to get hit. Also, very good timing on the hit there. Yeah, that's good. Also, yes, that was very good. Very good.
You were saying?
Very good.
Before that?
No, I was going to say, when you throw the item, you do have to be careful about it bouncing back at you, especially when you're, throwing it at it. Sometimes when the shell bounces, you get unlucky. Sometimes you have to understand that this shell is going to go at this toad and is going to bounce back at you. Now, it doesn't do that because Milo Izaki hits him, but yes, sometimes shell bounces are not always RNG.
You're right. I do that shit all the time. It's just, what is it? It's geometry, and that's not my subject.
Exactly. Simple geometry, as Hanzo would say.
Yep. For a recently dead game, because apparently, have you seen that?
Really?
Overwatch 2 has 300 players, while the the new Marvel one has 100,000.
Oh, dude, I keep seeing advertisements for it.
Yeah, me too.
I guess. Hey, a new Marvel game, if you would like, or Overwatch 2, if you would like 302 players, sponsor us.
Oh shit. But yeah, a good hit. It gives him that item, and I think a good idea is that Shlemi holds on to it, and I hate that. What is? All right, so Shlemi. I think Shlemi's going for a hard read here.
Yeah, the over-aggressive slide right here. Oh god.
Good movement by Milo to even threaten that pass, but I hate this.
That's That's exactly what I'm talking about, right? When I'm saying you don't have to always move forwards with the ball.
Yes.
It's okay to move backwards. Take your time. Let your opponent overcommit, and now all of a sudden you have an advantage.
And yeah, that another thing is that Shlemi has been playing Milo for a minute straight of game time, where Milo's just been pushing the ball as fast as he can to the nearest person or the furthest person, right? Trying to push the ball up the field as quick as possible. So I based on how it's been how they've been playing, this read attempt is not terrible, but I think in all contexts where you're where you've finally set up a good defense, right? You have an item. There's just no reason to go for it.
You can also, if you play, you can trap him against the wall and take away a lot of his options. This, I love when my opponent picks up the ball right here, because all I do is I will ensure that they cannot bring it to the middle. I will gate them off as much as I can, force them onto the sideline, and they do not have much after that.
Yeah, as soon as they're going up this wall, I know the lab is coming, because that's all they have. That's the only good option that they have left.
There he gets the Yosh here. What's he going to go for? He's going to go for the cross.
Oh, nice.
It pops in. I hate perfect passes. I will be the first one to say it, but I know that other people don't feel this way, because that Toad is going to basically be able to get its own rebound. So it's pretty solid.
I have come around to them. They should not be a reliable option to score, right? They're good because yes, they can score like this, but most often they don't. Think of it as trying to get that rebound, trying to get that next rebound, or even try and get that stun if you aim inside right here. That stuns 100% of the time, right? But it goes in. So what do we know?
Yeah, they'll go in. I mean, that's a thing that happens every once in a while. So I guess you see me at the pass back, going for the lab. Yep. Hard read on the shells.
Hold on.
No need for that, but I respect it.
But we have the same issue here, right? So, look, watch this middle Toad. You see him push up. Look at Daisy.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Holy.
That is a lab. Honestly, that is anything. Just get the ball to Daisy.
Those shells trying to deny the
the Euro?
The Euro, I think did save Milo from Shlemi being able to get the ball to the Daisy. I don't think it was on purpose, knowing that he has way overcommitted.
Yeah. And this is the second kickoff. He's done that, so
yeah.
It clearly is some sort of habit that I think needs to be broken. This is not a good thing. You don't need to use that item if you hit A and play defense with this Toad, right?
Dude, if you want to do that, just switch to the Toad before kickoff. To the go back to this with the kickoff. We're rewinding.
First time.
You go to this thing, switch to that Toad right there.
Yeah.
And just run them straight at the other Toad if you want to do that.
Yeah, you're right. But using those shells saves his ass. But still, Shlemi noticed too. Shlemi knows because that's how much room Daisy had. He could still go back and oh my goodness.
Yeah, Little Pank. Okay, well, I don't love the shells, but I have really come around to pushing it down into the middle of that box. And then, people are gonna overcommit and freak out about the tech. And then you just pull it right back to the corner.
Yeah, and
I love it.
And especially in this situation too, where this Toad is actually trying to replace this right here, and brings that Toad here. Some really good defenders will know that's coming, and then switch to the Toad up here and hit, right? But
that's crazy. I never would have thought of that. That is wild.
Ian actually does it a lot. Ian actually does that a lot. It's really cool.
Go off, Ian.
Yeah, he fucked me up with it. And since he's not there, that's great. But I don't know why you use this. You have all the... I mean, just to be safe, I guess. You have all the room in the world, though.
Yeah, I do not think the Toad could even get to block it. And worst case... a Toad blocks it and you're up 2 items to none.
Yeah.
With the ball in a 50-50.
That's a great situation for you. Oh!
Oh, then a little overcommit on the critter. That's fine.
Hold on, let me go back and let's watch this toad right here. Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be a toad there usually, right? That usually when the AI is not being a dumbass, it's gonna be there. So. Yeah,
that fell well.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah. You don't get the toad. Okay. Never punish.
Okay, I thought that you should shoot that 8 days a week. I said it.
8 days a week.
I said it. I
think you're. I think that's just by accident. I think you're mashing at that point.
Yeah, but still, it still works.
Yeah, but it still works. I understand it. But yes. Pro tip: don't mash. And we're gonna see the shroom right off the bat. Oh. Okay.
So if you're Slimy, right? And you see Milo doing this opening every single time, what's stopping you from just doing it? Like, what's stopping you from just passing there?
I think he's trying to use the shroom right here.
Okay.
Because everybody loves the shroom off kickoff. It's like the most basic shit.
Yeah.
And I say that as someone who does it every time too. So like, I'm no shade. And then I think he freaks out because he realizes shit.
Yeah, I forgot to hit the X button. Slimy loves to hit, so I don't think you should be hitting there, but you're not gonna stop Slimy from hitting. Bad pass.
I gotta drop for a second.
Okay. Do we just say that we cut?
Yeah, we cut to something. I had business to attend to.
Yeah.
Risky.
Very busy
business.
lives. Oh, nice.
Very busy lives. Ooh. I've literally actually never seen that. What movie is that from? Is that like Top Gun, or is that a movie? Is it named Risky Business, the movie?
There's actually a Frisbee team based in Texas named Risky Business, so that's what I usually attribute it to.
Oh no, it's a 1983 movie featuring a man who looks like I should know. Oh, Tom Cruise. You know what I'm talking about, the Risky Business classic like Halloween costume, you know what I mean?
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
You look it up, it autofills Halloween costume girl. Not they're sexist, anyone can wear that Halloween costume, girls, guys, or
We're
NBs.
just gonna start it.
Okay, yeah.
We lost our point anyway.
Yeah, okay, so we're clearing the ball. Okay.
Yeah.
From here, I mean, I would law pass to the toad, because the worst thing that can happen to you if you law pass to the toad is you get hit and it goes right to critter.
Yep. You in that scenario, you're getting an item. What you can also do is you also have that. There's a toad right here, and so you have that 2v1 advantage. You want to push that, right? And I think Milo sees it, right?
Well, I don't think. How can you get it to that toad? Because you can't ground pass it.
You gotta lob it. Right?
But there's a shadow, so that toad can't come down with it. So then you're probably gonna have to.
You gotta pass it. You either pass to this Yoshi or clear to this Yoshi. Yeah. And that Yoshi's all by themselves.
Oh shit! Is the Yoshi? Oh yeah.
Yeah, because the Daisy is on the Yoshi. Way down here.
Yeah.
And I think Milo sees that, just does a ground pass, and that sucks.
Whoa.
Oh whoa.
I see what you're going for, and I actually really like it. It just comes out late.
Really late. And then to the point where you should just be hitting.
Yeah.
Or at least hit this one and then throw the shell here.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand it. I see it. It would have given you a 2-on-0 pretty much. Yeah. So a good shell. I like the vision, just not good execution.
Oh wow!
Ooh.
That was a block, right?
Yeah. Slimy did not realize that he had so much space.
Yep.
And then we're gonna hit there, which I mean.
Let me see. Let's see how much space he has.
Clear. I get that though. Sometimes I'm like I think I need to get it off right there.
Yeah.
So he doesn't. He expects to be hit, so he's just mashing B. I think.
Yeah.
That should. And then he doesn't. Yeah, that should be a hit, and that shot shouldn't have gone off.
Yeah, because he's sliding here, and he slides again, which is... I don't understand that.
Hit auto-tracking is very good. Hit,
yeah.
I love hit. I probably overuse hit, but like I rarely slide unless I'm trying to intercept passes.
Yeah.
There's also less committal. You can do like the half slide, but that's
half slide,
yeah, that's advanced tech.
Yeah. And we're all
so we keep it simple. That was an overcommit on the shroom. I see what you're going for. It's another hard read, but you're just not gonna get anything out of it, right? If you're gonna hit him and then the ball's gonna go to critter. So like that. I do like at least he didn't compound it and try to hit the critter or give up an item there. So you know what, it could have been worse.
And another thing is that we've noticed that Shalimi just throws away mushrooms all game so far. And I think he's trying to cycle in a new item and try to keep that one item so that Milo just doesn't hit him over and over again. Maybe that's why.
I could see that too. Yeah, I think the shroom was overrated and now is underrated. But he's got the nanners here, so we should be able to set up a shot. Oh, I would have probably taken that shot right there.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, I actually love that.
Yeah, Pal are hard, but when you have that toad right there, as you can see.
Hold on, let me get you to the spot. Then you can cook.
So I would have taken that shot right there, but in the corner, because you are probably getting that corner off, and then also having the toad sitting in rebounding position right here. So like right here, because he overcommitted, he's almost certainly not gonna get to you, and even if he does, you can release like a 3/4 charge, and you've got that toad just at the top of the screen by the 256, just run in full force. And you can see again a lot of Milo overcommitting on the slides right there, like that toad in the middle sliding. I have no idea how that happened.
I think he was trying to beat this toad, but still, even if you're sliding, why? It's not gonna make it.
Yeah.
And and when you hold it, even if you don't get all the full charge, that's probably gonna stun.
Yeah. And probably get an item, but he keeps going on and he ends up scoring. So it's here, and so this I know what I saw what you're saying, and I like it as well. Right, Pal Slob's really hard. You're probably gonna miss him, but you know where you're gonna probably miss a Pal Slob and where it's gonna land?
Right here.
Right there, and you know where that toad is?
Right there. And where's
right
his
there, huh? Nowhere near that.
He's supposed to be right there. He's right there. He's supposed to be there.
Yeah. You've given up the lob. Sometimes, right, you gotta say, I've given up the lob, I gotta play the rebound.
Yeah, and if you're going to commit to stopping that lob, you have to stop it.
Yes.
Because if you don't, you're getting scored on. And Milo doesn't commit to either. He actually is trying to play both. I think he's trying to play the cross as well. But if you don't make a decision, if you don't commit, right? If you don't commit to something here, you're going to get burned on both.
Yeah, I don't mind playing both on Palace because that lob is like really hard to hit.
But you can guard. You can guard. Yeah, so you can guard the lob rebound and the perfect pass by just standing right here, right? Playing right here.
Right here, I don't mind. I think it's you do not need to push up on that lob right there. You can, force him to go for the lob by sitting the perfect pass, and right now is when you start to veer right to the rebounder.
And and this is what happens. Shlemi's
now
back in the and he's got a star.
Oh, dude, the 1 goal star, 1 goal down star kills me.
Whoa, great defense. Oh, okay. When you're here, you've run out of space to run around, right? I do this all the time. So.
Not me. I would never run out of space in the backfield.
And so are you gonna put like that -S for sarcasm?
Yeah.
The most Reddit shit in the world.
Yeah.
And so he tries to wheel it back, but Shlemi knows that if he goes here, he's gonna get hit. If he goes here, he's gonna get hit. He has nowhere to go. except straight backwards, which is hard when he's pushing the ball, when he's using those sprint dribbles. So Shlemi knows he's won. Milo has yet to realize that he's lost, right? That he's backed himself into a corner. Yeah, at this point, would you just go for the lab, or would you try and like pass back and reset?
I think the correct play is probably pass back and reset, but I also think that's like kind of risky.
I think so too.
Because if he switches to the daisy fast enough, you're basically gonna be in that same position where you are gonna have to lab it anyways. So I'd prefer the lab from here. I think that like kind of labbing from the fence for some reason I think works out well. That's just pure rumor that I'm spreading. Yeah. And Radical 1 thinks it as well. Yeah, big misinformation.
Radical 1,
yes, right here.
Oh yes, our goat. So you're right.
Yes, the goat.
That's why
yeah.
I mean, he wouldn't be the GOAT if he were Radical too, you know what I'm saying?
Oh shit, that's a bar.
That's a
bar.
bar.
Put that in the bars.
Alright, I'll type that later. But yeah, I really like that once Shlemi has like won the interaction, he's pushing the advantage. And this is what I'm talking about. Pushing the advantage. Using that item perfectly too to get the 2v0.
Yeah, that is really good. I think when you have a 2v0, you're probably looking for more than a perfect pass.
Yeah.
But I also think with the star speed boost, because you get a speed boost to the star, he may not have been ready for how close he got to Critter. And so I think not doubling down and trying to go for a slide when Critter's going to be way too far out, and not going for a chip. Like, again, I think we've talked a lot about this. I don't think that was at this moment in time, you should get something better than a perfect pass. But in about 2 seconds, the perfect pass is going to be the best shot that you can
get. Yeah. Like, yeah, I think you're right. And it kind of like threw off his timing. Now, what I will say is, what you should be doing on these perfect passes is you should be looking not just at Critter, you should be looking at the defenders around you and their positioning. In relation to yours. You'll see, hold on, you're going to see Shlemi go to the outside, right? And it's just going to get swallowed up by Critter. Pretty much bailing Milozaki out of, throwing away a possession and then making it a tie game, right? If Shlemi goes inside, gets that stun, he has two people to Milo's maybe half of a defender they are ready to get the rebound.
Yeah, I think we said it earlier. I do not view perfect passes as opportunities to score. I view them as opportunities to produce a rebound.
Yes,
and you see that Toad charging into the middle. I mean, if that ball is almost certainly going to drop into the middle, Toad's going to one-time it into the back of the net.
And look at Milo. Look at Milo now too. This is the freest goal right here.
Yeah, I mean, it's rebounds are way more consistent than perfect pass shots.
Yes, and they produce items, which helps you not get looped.
Indeed. And so we're gonna see again. That's a classic mistake there, which is mashing A and then just
once again he's
having to settle for a lab.
You think he's still in that panic mode where he thinks like, he's about to steal it, because there's no one. Oh my god.
Yeah, you have time, and I think we talk about labs. I think there are times when labs are very good. This is not one of them, right?
This is not one of them.
Yeah, you do not have a really good follow-up, right? The Toad is guarding the Yoshi very well, and that's the only rebounder you have. So we talk a lot about who's going to get the rebound.
Yeah, and more importantly, like, you've just gotten a safe entry pass. You can just set up a regular offense and see what happens. Let plays develop downfield. You don't have to commit to a shot right now.
Yeah.
But he does, and I honestly think it doesn't really matter. But he aims it weird, trying to get that rebounder. But there's a guy in between, so not great possession. Bad pass by Shlemi. This is what we're talking about. Yeah. These passes, as someone who often does these passes and hates himself every time he does it, Don't do these passes. These are stupid.
Yes, that is never, ever, ever, ever
never good. Never good. Just clear it. If you want to get it there, clear it. Make it a foot race.
You get to control yourself.
Right.
When you clear it, you get to control your player. You can hit them. You can item. Obviously not now, but if you had an item. And so here, off-screen pass again. I get it because you're freaking out, but if you're panicking, I'm lobbing that thing because then they have to hit you when you don't have the ball. Yeah,
he gets an item. Two. He gets 2 items.
Yeah, and so Slimy slides there instead of hitting. Oh, okay.
Wait, okay. So what we were talking about earlier. He does exactly what we're talking about, which is great. This is great. He knows he's got the man advantage. Definitely has it now. He's trying to get it to that Yoshi, who's pretty open, right? Yeah,
and you can see Slimy's trying to push up to block the corner, which at that point you kind of have to that corner is going off. I think the shell ends up blocking this one, not Slimy.
Yeah, let me see. Let's see. This one.
Oh, the down toad. But that toad that Slimy's controlling is never getting there.
Yeah.
So you have to commit to playing the rebound. That shot is going off.
Yeah.
8 days a week. But
yeah, and what we were talking about the lob thing in the lob interaction is that if you're gonna sell out to stop a shot, you have to stop that shot because you're getting scored on if you're not stopping that shot, right? Shlemy is lucky that there was a toad on the ground there, right? Because Yoshi is the only one there now.
Yeah.
And that's a rebound, or at least something. So if you're going to sell it to stop a shot, you better stop the shot. If not, you need to pull back like you were talking about. Ooh, hate that.
You can use shroom for a while. You do not have to use the shroom immediately to slide into. I love to use it and wait till the very end to shroom.
A delayed shroom. Whew. Makes me feel like a genius. Is this going to be a slide? Oh.
Honestly, you know what actually is the optimal shot here? I think unironically the slip and slide is the optimal shot at this point.
I don't think...
right.
I don't think you're right, but I get I get it, you know? You gotta get the shot off. I think the shot is the most important. But
and Slimmy does a good job of this. Does a very good job of making sure he gets the shot off.
Yeah, and going for that really quick slide. I like it. But you just don't have the room. There's 2 defenders collapsing on you. But what I see here is 2 defenders collapsing on you, but on your back. He just gave up the sides. Most importantly, this top, so you can pull that back out, right? Oh my god.
Well, and I think we talked about Slimmy doing this earlier to get the corner right. People are, and rightfully so, right, being like, I have to stop this tech, because if I don't stop this slide shot and I give them the full time, there's a goal. But so they're collapsing in, so just ride the wall outside.
And or even bring it here for a stun.
Yeah, you have so much space out there.
I still like this. I still like it.
Yes, it's you got a shot off. It's pretty solid. I like coming down with that. That's good vision. A little unlucky there on that. On Critter being so far out.
Okay, well he's got the Okay, finally realizes that. Finally realizes it, but it took a minute. You got to pass up here, right? That Daisy's all alone. I think that was. Oh, and he missed the slide too. Yeah, Milo is sliding a lot where he should be hitting.
Yeah, I think hits are significantly superior. So,
I don't like that.
Slimy hates mushrooms. Confirmed.
Yep.
That was an I do not want a mushroom.
I don't want this. and then completely reverses item advantage.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Here,
where did both bombs go?
Yeah, so he just throws that, right? Oh, he gets hit. Okay, I'll take it. Whatever.
That's a good hit by Milo.
That's great defense by Milo.
Yeah. Kind of forced to foul there. I see what he's doing there. Oh, you could have maybe pumped it for the give and go.
Yeah, I think Shlemy was like, I don't know, what was that? Oh, is that in? Oh. But once again, what we were talking about earlier. Let's see. I love that.
Yeah, that was a great
Look, you go inside.
Yeah.
You go inside, right? Or even
if
you wanna be like, look, hold on. Oh, I would even pass that to Yoshi, but he's already hit the B button. You got to be going inside, get that stun. Yoshi's right there.
And honestly, even if Yoshi's not there, you've got the other Toad going. So if he clears, he cannot clear out just Yoshi, even if you switch to the Toad, because you've got the other Toad coming in from the top right. So you've got a lot of good stuff going on here.
Yeah, and even if you don't score it, you're getting 2 items out of this.
Yeah.
Because Sleemy is going to destroy your team.
Oh, Sleemy loves to destroy. And so you go left. Oh, and the immediate item, I
like it. I mean, Sleemy's hitting. You might as well make him pay for it.
Yeah. Here, okay. I guess you're kind of freaking out. So you're looking for a reset. Okay.
Okay. What you were saying. This is not composed. This is not composed strikers right here. This needs to be that's the safety valve. You need to use this item immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here it's just, and this is what's going to happen. You're going to see the results of of someone not using the item because with their safety valve, right? Because they brought that safety valve up in a good idea. It was a good idea, right? But you need to be aware that is that's your last line of defense, right? This is your half your team is getting the chair in the bottom corner. Your other Toad is here. This is it. This is all it is when it comes to your any sort of defense, and he uses it way too late. Easily can outplay it, but whoa, easily can outplay it.
So, guess the shit spread, but again, I think Sleemy could have outplayed anything pretty much.
Yeah, and
then
he
just
has
to run into the Toad here, which is an interesting maneuver here. I guess. Oh, he's trying to get the pass off of the daisies, but maybe he's worried about the shell.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, he's got it.
Pulls it. Yeah, he pulls it back. Oh, that's a little lucky that he gets the rebound there, and then I like that. Just take the shot.
Yeah, I like that a lot. And then Milo is forced to use both items. Oh my god.
Oh, that was really that. See, that's composed. Yes. This is he's not overcommitting to the shot. He's able to kind of keep that Toad in the passing lane. I really like this from Sleemy.
Yeah, and I also really like this from Milo. That he realized he fucked up. He's gonna try and do something with it, right? Realizes this isn't happening, and tries to get it out. Tries to get it out again, and then just says, "Fuck it, I'm gonna clear."
Yes.
This is what we're talking about. He's not compounding the mistakes at all, because this whole
live another day.
Yeah, this whole started by charging it way too early, right? I know it was a little bit, but that makes all the difference.
Yeah, look, reset. I think we've been talking about it, right? And if you're not playing composed, sometimes just punting the ball, even giving up possession, just so you can recompose yourself.
Yeah,
that's a
win.
Very valid. That's very valid. And as you play more strikies, you'll find more and more times where you don't have to do that, right? But don't make yourself frazzled, right? Don't force yourself to play frazzled for 5 minutes straight.
Yeah, because that's when you start getting your shit wrecked.
Yes, that is how you go 13-2, and you're like, when did that happen?
What? Yeah, why is this happening? And then you're throwing controllers and stuff.
Yes, punching walls.
It could not be me.
Could not be you.
Yeah, I'm too busy playing Beat Saber.
That wasn't I did not expect those bananas to hit from there. I hate throwing bananas.
That banana momentum stuff has been, workshops a lot recently. I think spearheaded by Wada.
Oh,
because Wada's been using it, hitting and then throwing it at the same time, which throws them
please.
Insane.
PB has been doing that forever.
Oh, okay, all right. New amendment. It's been spearheaded by Pool Boy, popularized by Wada.
Yes, I'm fine with that.
And I think here. Give me a second. You clear it, right? And you give up that. I think I like the slide. I like the slide, but with the history of how much Milo has been sliding, I hate it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, obviously a hit would have been better with hindsight, knowing this scenario, because he would have hit Daisy into the fence. But I get it. He's off-screen passing, so you assume that the slide is going to get the ball.
Yeah.
And it's a little unlucky that you ended up hitting the Daisy.
Yeah, that does suck. That does suck, but still. Milo, but the reason I hate it is because Milo's been sliding all game for a lot of, like, stuff that he has no business sliding for.
Yes.
And so I think Shlemi has started to notice that and push the ball up, trying to get advantages out of it, and it works out. It works out. It got him those nanners. He's got some sort of a 2v1. Gets him that goal.
The question is, so if you're Milo here, do you hit Shlemi thinking that the bananas are coming?
Yes.
I think so too, yeah.
Okay, well, hear me out. I would hit there, if at all. If not, it is because I'm looking at, I have two defenders here. I can pull one in case, one goes down, right? And look at where the ball is. The best he can get is either a pass or a stun. That's enough for my Toad to get up and do something, right? If it's a stun. If it's a pass, I can intercept it with here.
Yeah, I think that it's hard to capitalize on this, and I know it ended up being a goal, but it was kind of a dinker goal.
Yeah. The thing is that, like, it's a dinker, but, like, look how, like, I mean, Shlemi. Oh my god.
Well,
Go ahead.
I was say, you know what could have avoided that? Look at that Toad sliding right there, just hanging out.
Yep. This is what we keep saying: force them to commit to something before you commit, right? Like. Once again, like, they're both going for soul reads here. Like, why? In this game, I mean, because Shlemi a couple, like, in the first minute, went for something like that in this same, like, part of the field. But yeah, why? No, this is not good. Going for these types of reads, I know, like, we all know it's going there, right? Once he turns this around, we all know it's going there or there, right? So why don't you just wait for him to just at least pass it? Let him commit to it first. Until then, you just stand there.
In this, watch Jacob versus Ian. They'll both just stand there looking at each other menacingly.
Yes, and no one commits. No one commits. And suddenly the game's over. But yeah, great. I mean, honestly, great recognition by Shlemi. That was really good. And we have a tie game. Milo has scored in the first minute and has struggled to score since.
Yeah, what was his? I have forgotten. Yeah.
And it doesn't matter, like, how he scored. The thing is that he was composed in that first minute of the game, right? Defensively, not so much, but once he got on offense and got settled in, he was scoring. And now he's completely frazzled.
Too.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not just about the scoring. It's about, like, you're having possession, right? Because, I mean, not to be cheesy, their best defense is a good offense, right? They can't score if you have the ball.
Right.
Like, literally, you cannot put the ball in the back of the net. It's like the game doesn't allow you to do it. Try it at home, kids.
We keep talking about Ein, but Ein does this too, where he just shoots if he wants to, like, stall the clock out with, like, a small lead, he's gonna just start shooting the ball as much as possible. And it's hard. It's hard to come back from that too. And
I mean, I think I saw the end of your Sweetie Sweetie set with you and Pied, Tweety Pied set.
You get it.
And I the second I knew you had won that, like, most of your games, because they were all fairly close, is the second you started ripping corners with 20 seconds left. Like, there's just no way Sweetie can come back from this. Like, you've got items,
exactly.
You've got possession. It's impossible.
Yeah, and like that, and since that minute, Milo has been completely. I don't even think he's been stifled. He's just been. What's the right word? I can't think of the right word. Just like playing with, like, no composure, pushing the ball as quickly as possible. Just like pushing for no reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's just frazzled, right? It's not playing with a plan, right?
Yeah.
It's not taking a beat to think about it. Everything is WM1. You know, we're talking WM1 Pyro classic stuff.
Yeah. I can't believe I get that. And Shleemy, I will say Shleemy, this entire time has been like the pace has been very like steady. Has been pretty like consistent. And that's what's kept him in this game and has gotten him into this tie game.
Yeah, honestly, I'm surprised it's only 2-2. It does feel like Shleemy has had a pretty good stranglehold on the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there,
maybe that's why. Pass. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, oh god.
But he gives up an item, or he gets an item.
He does give up an item. I'd bomb right here. Look at all of those Yoshi. You're hitting the ball or you're hitting those 2 fucking toads right there, and you're doing 2 with 1 item.
Yeah, but he gets a lab. Okay.
So now here's my favorite interaction. Oh, well, we didn't get to watch it, but bombs into triple bananas. Because if you triple bananas when you're in the air, the momentum on those are insane.
So far. And they don't come out, which is surprising. Actually, did you see that? Hold on.
See what?
Yep. He doesn't throw them because look. Watch the number over his head. Watch the number over his head. Not the momentum.
Oh no. The red.
The red comes out. Look, there it is. He's already there. The instant trade should have been there. Ooh.
That's tough. That's tough.
Yeah.
We were talking about this in our pre-production meeting.
Yeah.
There are times when you can say, like, we try when we analyze the game to talk about the meta game, right? The game within the game. How do you generate as many opportunities as possible? Because I think it may not be the easiest way to improve, but I think it's the best way to improve.
It is.
Yeah. You know, the easiest way to improve? It is to go in 30 minutes, practice slides.
Yes. And honestly, you should be looking at, like, when you're, like, playing other people, you should not be working on your tech. You should not be like, oh, I'm playing, I don't know, Just Run in friendlies today, right? I'm going to go work on my slides. No. You should be thinking about how you can, like, I don't know, think about how you can adjust to a certain thing. You should be working on your tech by yourself.
Yeah.
Something that you can replicate like that, right? And if you have no one to play, go work on your tech. Sure. If you're playing someone, you need to be working on the mental aspect of the game, right? Because in game, if you don't know how to make space, it puts all the more pressure on you to make these types of shots, these slides, right? These tech shots, right? But if you know how to make space, it takes a lot more pressure off of you to make those slides because you know how to create space and do it again, right? So if you miss, you're like, oh, whatever, I can just do it again. And that's what I say. I mean, I don't make them, like, I played Sweetie yesterday. I don't think I made a single slide, right? But I was like, whatever, I'll be back, right? Because I know how to make that space.
Yeah. I mean, like 50% on 8 slides is much better than 100% on 2 slides.
Exactly. Yes. I see this a lot. Where people will play me in, like, friendlies and be like, oh, I need to go work on my tech, and I'm just like, you don't. You should be doing that by yourself. You need to be working on your like, mental aspect. Ran over.
Yeah.
Ran over? No.
Ran over?
I'm never gonna stop ranting about this. But yeah. I like that hit by Milo immediately.
Yes,
that.
great hit by Milo. That's a huge overcommit by Shleemy.
Yeah, and Shleemy, once you miss that slide, you need to pull back.
Yeah.
You need to pull back because, once again, this is what we're talking about. Shleemy has compounded mistakes, right?
And see, compounded mistakes. And you know what Milo did? Didn't mash A immediately.
Yes.
He took a beat. This is good things happen when you take a beat.
Yes, and
great things happen when you take a Beat Saber.
Yeah, they do. They do. You burn a lot of calories. Shit. Okay. Hold on. And so let's see how he pushes this because
well, I think there are two things here.
Yeah.
And I actually think this might encapsulate this entire match. Are we ready for this? Throwing without you're throwing you didn't mash immediately, but you still are kind of throwing when there's this toad can guard both of. Slimy's toad can guard both. Yes, and you also see Slimy will hit. I do not think a slide gets there.
No.
So if this was Milo defending, he would have slid and not gotten to the ball.
Yeah.
So well played by Slimy.
And so now Slimy has what, a 3v1, and this goalie's way out of position. Honestly, I'm just hitting the B button.
Yes, I'm spamming it. I'm getting items. I'm getting hit. Tossing items. I'm making this one dirty.
Yeah, I will cram it up the cram hole if I need to. But we have a... Okay, but he slides. He slides again! Even on a perfect pass. Well, I think I went back too far, but... Yeah, he slides again. Gives up two items.
No, that should have been hit.
So Milo is in a really bad spot right now. He needs to get something off of this offensive possession because Slimy has these two items. It might be loop time, you know.
Yeah, I think, and this is unlucky because I think is this a critter auto pass?
Yeah.
This is a little bit unlucky that critter is auto passing to your toad in a fucking awful position right now. I think unless Slimy's toad's momentum sends him the wrong way. No, it doesn't.
No. But it gives you enough time to at least get rid of it. Maybe get a lab here and then clear it.
Yeah.
Not a lab, just a lob pass.
Just a lob pass. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Oh, we went with option C.
Back.
I love that. That was awesome.
Let's go. Oh, that is beautiful. I'm so sad they didn't get the boost.
And then he pushes the advantage, which is great. This is awesome, right? Now, what you do, especially when you like outmove somebody like that, you always, as soon as you do this, you need to take a glance here and then look here.
Yep.
Because you know that's coming out, right? And so you see it leave the inventory, you need to pass it up. You need to pass it up. Now, maybe a lab since it would be safer since it might bounce off the shells. Even if it bounces off the shells, you take that.
You could. I mean, I think he ended up having a Euro opportunity. It would have. The Euro timing is really tight on this, though. So.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. Pass would be a lot safer.
Yeah. I think. Yeah. That Euro time would be a fucking bizarre. It would very pinpoint. Oh yeah, you gotta get the shot off. The corner is a great tool. The corner is, if you do not get that shot off, it is awful.
Yeah, you might.
Because you've basically given up a corner the opposite direction.
Yeah, and
especially
so
if you're going to get into the fence.
A lot of people have started, because I turn it over a lot on the corner, and because I'm probably spending 90% of my game in that corner, right? And a lot of people have what?
What?
Did you call me corner merchant?
No, I said corner kitty, like a script kitty.
Okay, yeah. Anyway. People have started a Euro immediately after touching the ball here.
Yeah,
and, I think that is a good move.
I like that too. I think this kind of goes back to like the reset, right? Sometimes like there's been a crazy amount of turnovers here. Sometimes I'm just gonna toss it up to the Euro, give myself a beat, and a Euro is generally puts me in a pretty good position.
Yeah, I like that. And then, and you risk a turnover on your side. Did that go bounce off the...
Yeah, bounce off the down toe. You got to be careful with ground passes.
They're so good, but they can really mess you up. Oh, he's got the...
Oh.
A little bit early on the...
Oh, that's a great shell right there.
Oh, that's an even better shell. Come on.
Trade.
Oh! I loved everything about that.
awesome. That was great.
Now I also liked his recognition that he was gonna go in for the lob, saw that critter was way too far, and didn't think he had the space. So I think he went for like a little rebound here, and he's got the rebounder this time. I love that.
Yeah,
and it's just a little bit too far.
Yeah, I think looking back on it with hindsight, you probably could have not fully charged it because the ball will drop a less far, right? It won't rebound as far.
Yeah.
But you also don't want to risk not getting an item. I forget if he's on half an item or not.
I think you should just bring it here and then just shoot.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's just safest right now. There's no to fully charge it, preferably by the corner, but still not bad. You've still got the Yosh coming. I see the thought.
I love it.
A little bit unlucky. Yeah.
He still got something. He's over the line. But oh my! Wow.
Do you see those nanners? That was a crazy good nanners. That was a really good reaction time.
This one?
I think so. Right? Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Good. Oh, nice. Oh, you did not need a hit there though.
Yeah, but you're look. He's in full on panic mode again, right?
Yeah.
And he's a little frazzled. He's gonna hit it.
Right there, I just hit B. Right.
Yeah.
Well, after that first hit trade, all of a sudden I ended up near the ball. I'm thinking, okay, you know what? You either hit me, I'm getting an item, or I'm shooting and I'm getting an item.
Yeah. Yeah, love this. And so we're gonna get down in 15 seconds.
Oh. And I mean that's I was looking at that daisy that entire time.
Yep, me too.
I was surprised it took that long to get to the daisy, but you know what? I mean, sometimes, again, with 10 seconds left, sometimes you just take the safe shot with the corner.
Yeah, and he had all the time in the world, and this is what can happen.
And I don't. Okay, Milozaki slides there again.
Did he?
I don't think a hit would have gotten to daisy in time.
I think it would have. I think Toad Range.
But it must. Yeah, it would have been. It would have been a lot closer.
Yeah,
it very well might have. Yeah,
right.
It would have been very, very close. But a slide is never getting there.
Never.
So
yeah. So yeah, I think just hit.
Actually, yeah, hit probably would have got there because he actually came very close. Yeah.
Yeah, but and then again, Shlemi's up with 2 items, but you're not losing the game.
Yeah, not losing
goes
the game
for the funny.
Yeah, I mean, just a little bit more. So, this is something I'll say. 10 seconds is forever in this game.
Yeah.
You do not need to go for something desperate. You do have to now be pushing.
Yeah.
You don't. 8 seconds is plenty of time. You've got the item right here. So.
And that's 8 seconds to get the shot off, right? Like once the shot is up, the game isn't over until it hits the ground again.
I know that very well.
Yes, I was gonna say it. I wasn't.
That's a good bomb right there. So yeah, if you can get 2 on a bomb, very good.
I think
bomb.
it got 3.
You got 3?
It did.
Oh, he did get 3. That's
I don't know where. Oh, Daisy's up here, and then there's one over there. And that just sucks. That you gotta just know that that's gonna bounce back, and that sucks.
I mean they're coming out. I think once you realize you've gotten 3, you do not have to charge right away.
Yeah.
I think this one I think we've been ragging on Milozaki for being frazzled, and I understand.
Reason.
Right, this game is obscenely fast paced.
Yeah.
And I understand this one more than ever. Right, to not have the composure with 6 seconds left, down a goal. 3 bomb 3. I'm being completely unironic when I say I would have done this. I would have done this exact same thing, right? I would have been mad that I did it after. Yes. But yeah, you've down 3 that are going to take forever to get up. You do not have to immediately charge this. You can wait. You can avoid the shells because you know the shells are coming out, and then you can get your corner shot, or you can pass it up to Yoshi. Either way. Yeah, You've got plenty of options, and you've downed. Well, I'm gonna repeat that. You've downed 3 members. You've done the hard part. Yeah. The hard part is you can create so much now. Yeah. But again, I get it. 6 seconds is it's wearing on you now. I get the nerves. I understand. And that is gonna do it. Yeah, so that's a good hit right there. Coming back from a 2-0 deficit, and
I think, pretty much controlled the game throughout, I think. Because Milo, after that first minute, was completely, like, I guess frazzled would be the right word.
Yeah. I mean, I think just... I'm thinking a lot. I'm doing a lot of thinking this time. Yeah, just not composed, not... You know what I would love? A little advanced stats. How many shots per possession was he getting, right? It feels like it was always one shot and then the possession was over.
Yeah.
You know? It wasn't stringing together shots. It wasn't stringing together items. You know, there was not a lot of chaining. It was a lot of one and dones. And, you know, that's good that you're getting the shot off. But you need to that's okay every once in a while, right? To just get the shot off, whatever. But you need to be consistently stringing possessions to be consistently creating opportunities.
Yeah, I think you're right. And so...
I know I'm right. We're doing a lot of thinking.
And at the end of the day, like, Milo and Shlemi both, like, put a lot of pressure on their tech again, where they had to make their opportunities because they didn't have that many opportunities because they couldn't really create the space. So, like, one thing to just go practice is just learn how to create space. Go get, go play somebody, not in a rank set, right? But, and just get completely shit on while you're trying to figure out how to create space. It's fine to get completely fucked in a friendly game because no one cares.
Yeah, we all got shit on at one point. And honestly, like, even I'm still out of practice, but I'll come back and I'll get shit on by players.
I get shit on all the time in friendlies too.
Yeah, I'm trying stuff out. I'm thinking, you know what? I'll bounce back. It's a friendly, right?
Yeah.
I'll walk in and I'll be a corner kid once I go to play an MSL. But, you know, other times I'm creating space. I'm seeing what works. I'm seeing what doesn't work.
Yeah, you don't have to be playing like all like I don't know, optimal, like super optimal all the time, because that's how metas don't evolve that way. And you don't find your own play style that way either. And you don't find what works for you either. Right?
Yeah, I think I think you actually know something that's interesting. And, you know, maybe we'll touch on this on a future episode.
Ooh.
A little teaser trailer.
After credits scene.
After spending about an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours on this video, do what works for you, right?
Yes.
I mean, we have great opinions, and you should listen to us, but also do what works for you.
Yes, and we're here to give you like suggestions on how to like tailor your playstyle. That like giving you alternative options to like consider while you're tailoring your playstyle.
Yeah, you know, try out what we say. You know, as we're saying, try it out in friendly, see if it works. Just as we were saying a couple times, right? Where like, Milozaki chose option C, me out of his fucking ankles, and we're like, holy shit, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So
that
like,
works.
Yeah.
That works. Yes. And so, I just practice your tech on your own, and when you play somebody, learn how to adjust to them, learn how to create space and what works for you. That is all I have. Yeah. What are your closing thoughts?
Well, my closing thoughts is I honestly think the thing that's made me the best in just generally most video games, but is always when I lose, and if I'm trying to get better, sometimes I'm not trying to get better, right? I'm just going to complain about losing. But if I'm honestly trying to get better, I lose, and I try to ask myself, like, why did I lose?
Yes.
Right? Like it's sometimes RNG happens, right? But like you can always just ask yourself, like, okay, like what could I have done better? Like, okay, I never had possession. That obviously can be fixed. Mm-hmm. So like, how did not just like why did I lose? How did I lose? So think about it like that. So that's my closing thought there.
And then what I've been doing with Milo recently is I will play a certain way and tell him, and then we play the game. When the game finishes, I make him point out what stood out to him and how he can beat it, and then we go again.
Yeah.
So that's yes. So if you lose, or even in between games, just ask yourself, like, what stood out? Oh, this person went for a lot of euros. How do I stop that? Right? Oh, this person went for a lot of slides and lobs. How do I stop that?
Everything has a counter, and if it doesn't have a counter, then we ban it, and that's called the super strike.
That's called the. Damn it. I was gonna say chomps, but yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, no, actually, there's a chomp counter. Run along the side. The dumbest counter in the world.
Yeah, that is the actually. Yep, it's not a counter. You know. Oh god. That's a check.
It's a check. It's a check. I like that. I like that.
But yeah, that's all I have. Any closing thoughts?
Closing thoughts. Make some New Year's resolutions. Wish your family well.
Actually, you know what? To build on that, you know what really helps you get good at strikies too is touching grass. Go for a run a little bit. You know, that's what helps me. It helps It helps the mental. Game.
Honestly, this game has stressed my mental like no other fucking game.
Too.
I don't know what it is.
I can say like, you know, I'll play some really shit strikers recently, or I'll play some really shit strikers, and then I'll go run on the track.
Just get it out.
And I feel great.
I do that. I'm putting on the VR goggles. I'm putting on Shrek 2.
I'm Beat Sabering.
And I'm Beat Sabering.
I'll Beat Saber the entire movie. Before this devolves.
Yes, I'm NuketheWales.
And I'm Pied. We will see you next time.